Awesome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to our All In Family Night. We are so excited that you guys are here. I would, if you guys don't mind, to go ahead and mute yourself. That way we can make sure that the recording has access to all of our speaker and all of our recognition and things. And you guys, we are so excited to be able to have our training tonight with none other than Senior Sales Director Heidi Rea. We're so excited for that. You guys will be so blessed by that. And we are going to start off with some announcements and recognition celebrating you guys for your October accomplishments. October was an amazing month with Rocktober and double credit and all of the things that that entails. And so we want to make sure that we get to recognize you guys. And so as you guys are hopping on, do make sure that you say hi in the chat. Jennifer Huff is kind of manning our chat tonight. She lost her voice. She is not feeling very well. So she is kind of helping in our chat. And so say hi, tell us where you're watching from, what you are excited about for November. We are officially 1 week into the month of November. And so we would love to know what you are excited about and what you are looking forward to. Even share your goal, what your goal is for the month of November as well. And so we are actually going to start off our celebration time together, our training together with some prayer. And so we have asked Sales Director Heidi Rea to open us in prayer. So Heidi, would you take it away?
Absolutely. I would love to. God, we just pause for this moment and we just thank you for all of us coming together, being together, Lord, for the excitement, the fun that we're going to have, the recognition that we're about to do, God, and that we just elevate one another, God, as iron sharpens iron. God, I just pray for all those who are under the weather, especially Jennifer. And Lord, I also pray for all those in qualifying periods that you just be with them, God, and just be with all of us as we work our business through the holidays. God, that we can first bring you glory and honor with all that we do, give, and be with our time. And God, we just pray for tonight for each one of us. In Jesus' name we pray. We lift this time to you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Heidi. And like I said, Heidi is going to be doing our training tonight. And so we are excited and ready for that as well. And let me go back here and share our screen because I am going to start with our announcements for tonight. And so let me, like all of my buttons change every single time I move my screen. So I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. So let's get started with announcements. And so this is going to kind of be talking about everything that the company has got going on. And so I know some of this may have been covered already with you and your sales director at your normal weekly meeting, but we do want to make sure that everybody got a chance to hear all about these. So we'll just go through these very quickly, but that way you guys are in the loop as well. All right. So the first things first, you guys, is new products launch. Oh my gosh, aren't you guys always excited when new products launch? And so our new products launch for the winter product line. This is the winter product line launch on November 16th. And so if you were a STAR consultant or you enrolled your customers in the preferred customer program mailing, you get to order on Thursday, November 10th, this Thursday. And so if that is you, put it in the chat, that's me. How excited is that? Do little jazz hands, raise the roof, however you want to do that. So that we can all celebrate you guys. And then all beauty consultants are eligible to order them on November 15th. And so you guys, I know that there has been fall products and holiday products and now winter products. And so, but this is such an amazing opportunity for you to be able to get together with your customers. Customers always love to see new products. And so make sure that you are reaching out to them, telling them about these new products and being able to share these new products with them as well. And let us know in the comments what your favorite is. I know you've got to see sneak peeks of them in pictures and things like that. What are you most excited about getting to try? Or maybe you've already got to see it through your sales director. And so let us know that in the comments as well. Okay, the next thing that we are going to talk about is are Be Golden Achievers. This is the Golden Rules Challenge that Mary Kay has launched for this seminar year, that every single month you are able to earn a different piece from the Be Golden collection. So sometimes there's jewelry, sometimes there's keychains and scarves and different things like that. And so for the month of November, with your qualifying order of a 600 wholesale or more, you get to earn these gorgeous dangle earrings. And I know we've been able to see some pictures of them. Like I know National Sales Director Kristen Sharp has shared a picture of them, that they are just gorgeous because they're different tones, they're different shapes. And so they are so sleek and so stylish that they will go with so many things in your attire as well. So when you order 600 wholesale in the month of November, and that can be cumulative, so it can be an order here, there, and at the end of the month, then you earn that jewelry collection as well. All right, then when you do that every single month, July through June, okay, so July of 2022 through June of 2023, you earn this special consistency jewelry, which is this gorgeous bracelet and earrings. Now, if you are a new consultant and you're like, well, hey, I wasn't even in Mary Kay in July of 2022. That's okay. If you earn the Be Golden Rules piece every single month that you're in the company, you also qualify for this as well. So just talk with your sales director and she can help make sure that you are on track for that as well. All right, now in the month of November, we know that in October, we had some special starter kit bonus deals that the company did not continue those on in the month of November. But you guys, what an incredible opportunity that we still have, that somebody can still start their business for $30. I mean, really, it's just $10 more than what some started in October, right? And they still have the option for the full starter kit, which is the full kit plus the e-start for $130. And you guys, that is still a tremendous savings. The kit is valued at over $400 retail. So don't think that just because there's not a promotion being put on by the company that you still can't share Mary Kay. It is still so important to be able to pass this on and share this incredible opportunity with your potential team members. And the company is offering a special business debut assortment to help new consultants get started. So if you are a new consultant that joined our Mary Kay family in October, or maybe even so far in the month of November, be sure to talk with your recruiter and your sales director about the best way to get started to see if that is an option for you as well. All right, speaking of sharing this opportunity, the company announced that they are doing a double team building credit for Star Consultant. So this double credit does not count for quota sharing, but it counts for Star Consultant, you guys. And so when you, as a recruiter, okay, add someone to your team and they join in November, all the month of November, then they are eligible, all the way from November through December 15th, then they're eligible for you to get an extra 600 Star Consultant points. All right, so instead of normally getting 600, you get 1,200. And so that is anybody that becomes qualified November 1st through December 15th, which is so incredibly exciting. So again, set your sights on sharing Mary Kay opportunity, and you can always talk with your sales director about that promotion as well. Then also for new consultants, this is so super cool that from October 1st through December 31st, new consultants, when they are doing their business debuts, their customers have a chance to wish it to win. So basically they can download the Mary Kay app, create a wish list, and they can be entered into a $50 Visa gift card from Mary Kay, which is so cool. And that's only open to new beauty consultants and their customers. Not the whole sales force, just new beauty consultants. So again, if you are new or you add somebody new to your team, make sure that they are taking advantage of that as well. And then I do also want to point out this, I think we've talked about this before, but we as sales directors leading our unit, the company has challenged us to a unit volume growth challenge to be recognized on stage at Leadership Conference. And so every single unit listening to on this call has been challenged to either increase by 13% or 33%. And this is comparing this October, November, and December to last year's October, November, and December. And so again, talk with your sales director, find out what her goal is. You should already know. Hopefully she's been sharing that with you as far as what the goal is. And you can help with that because every single order counts towards that unit volume growth. All right. But we want to make sure that all of our sales directors get to be recognized at leadership, because that means we are recognizing you guys. We get to honor and represent you on stage at leadership. So we are so excited for that as well. And then speaking of leadership, DIQs get to go to leadership. And so we are so excited to be able to pack the house and bring all of the DIQs with us to Nashville, Tennessee when we go for leadership conference. So our leadership conference is January 18th through 21st. And again, it's in Nashville, Tennessee. And so we invite you and encourage you to be able to set your sights towards DIQ and be able to join us at leadership conference as well. Because leadership conference is like amazing, amazing. All right, then the last thing that I want to share with you is our bingo. You guys, we are so excited for this, and I hope you guys are loving this. That again, every Wednesday night, we go live in the All In Virtual Beauty group to share bingo with you and your customers. And so as you're inviting your customers, please make sure that they have the bingo board. We have the events created in the All In Virtual Beauty group that has the bingo board and all of the details. So make sure that they know that and you're working with your customers on that. And of course, you as a consultant are eligible to win prizes as well. And this Wednesday, I will be co-hosting along with Bobby Joe Smith. And so we are so excited for that. And so make sure that you join us this Wednesday in a couple days at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern for bingo. All right. And I think that is all that we are moving on to our October recognition. And so I think Heidi is our first one up for this. Is that correct?
Yes, new beauty
Awesome.
consultants. Oh my gosh, you guys, we had 24 new beauty consultants in the month of October. Yes, that's just awesome. So if you are new, I'm going to read your name, and congratulations to all of our new Mary Kay sisters. Okay, so let's see here. We've got Stephanie, recruited by Heidi. Faith, recruited by Maya. Shannon, recruited by Heidi. Tina, recruited by Amy. Cindy, recruited by Lula. Casey, recruited by Bobby Joe. Grace was recruited by Maya. And Jamie, recruited by Jennifer Huff. Woo! And the list goes on. Okay, we have Joanne, recruited by Rachel. We have Danette, recruited by Maya. Erin, recruited by Heidi. Tabitha, recruited by Lula. Haley, recruited by Jennifer Huff. Sierra, recruited by Jennifer Bays. Jackie, recruited by Amber. Michelle, recruited by Jennifer Huff. Congratulations. Heather was recruited by Heidi. Debbie was recruited by Heidi. Tammy was recruited by Maya. Christy was recruited by Heidi. Jill was recruited by Lisa, and Rhonda was recruited by Taylor. Brandy was recruited by Jennifer Huff, and Joanne Williams was recruited by Amber. Congratulations, guys. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was so many names. That was so exciting and so exhilarating. And congratulations to you for saying yes to Mary Kay during the biggest month and all the deals that you guys are getting. I'm just so excited for you to start your new business. And guess what? You can help your director this until December 31st, all of our directors are in challenges for leadership conference. And by doing the Power Unit Challenge, it's growing our units. We will be recognized at leadership conference. So the Power Unit 50, it starts out with 50 non-termination, and that is our goal. And I think I'm 8 away, guys. So we are tracking this, we're watching it, and we're chasing it down. And so ask your sales director, are they going for the Power 50, 75, 100, or 125? And the 125 plus, you guys get on stage recognition. So yay for us for growing our units and being strong, being a power unit. Thank you, guys.
Ooh. Awesome, awesome. All right, next up is our red jackets. Is this Sherry?
Hello. Hope you guys are having a great day. I am trying to get these off my printer because I've been having technical difficulties. So red jackets are our growth of our units. This is where you are moving from the consultant role into the leadership role. And so being a red jacket is a super big deal in Mary Kay. So we're going to start out with our Star Team Builders. These are ladies that have 3 to 4 active team members. And the first one we're going to start with is Amy, and she is in the whole unit. Way to go, Amy. Next, we have Vicky Highsmith in the pilot unit. Way to go, Vicky. Then we have Lula Parker from the Ray unit. And next we have team leader. So Miss Lisa Clark in the Ray unit has moved up to team leader. That means she has 5 to 7 active team members. So Lisa is on the move. Woo. Next, we have Amy, who is in the Pyatt unit, and she is also a team leader with 5 to 7 active team members. Way to go, Amy. Okay, next we have an elite team leader amongst us. And elite team leader means you have 8 active team members, or you have 5 active team members, and one of them is a red jacket on your team, okay? And so moved into that role now is Kim from the Huff unit. Way to go, Kim. And drum roll, please. We now have a DIQ, Director in Qualification, Miss Jennifer Draper from the Huff unit, and she is on her way to becoming a director. So this is not really a step on the career path, but it is a qualification period. So Jennifer started out with 10 active team members, and over her DIQ period, she is going to get to 30 team members. So way to go, Jennifer. She has completed month 1. Super exciting. Okay, when you become a team leader or a star team builder, anything that's red jacket, you are invited to our red hot call. And this is every 3rd Thursday of the month at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mary Pyatt Zoom, the same Zoom that you're on right now. That is our meeting ID for anyone that is a red jacket all the way up. Okay. And you guys do not want to miss these because we have wonderful speakers. We get wonderful training on here. This month, we are going to have Jan Thetford speak to us. And if you guys don't know her, you need to. So be a red jacket so that you can be on this call. Okay. Help your director. Here is another challenge that we have. So your director is going to be recognized at Leadership Conference in January 2023 when your director has 3 or more first-time reds. And we have until December 31st to finish that. The director is going to receive on-stage recognition, and then the director will also have the Red Challenge bling on their badge. So you guys can help us out by getting in your red jackets and making us look good.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, next is our court of sharing, Miss Maya.
Well, hey everyone, this is Maya Hull from Kansas City, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys about the Court of Sharing. This is a year-long court where you can earn a Diamond Bumblebee or $525 cash from Mary Kay when you add 24 Great Start Qualified team members. Great Start Qualified means that in her first 4 months of business, she has hit 600 wholesale. So whether that's her initial inventory order or they're cumulative in her first 4 months. So let's get started to meet our top 10 in Court of Sharing tonight. Oh, okay. Sorry. I put my chat right in front of my screen. Hold on. Pause. Okay. So Jennifer Draper, she has added 1 Great Start Qualified team member. So let's give it up for Jennifer. Woo! Jennifer, you got a smile, girl. That's you. Awesome.
Awesome. So that is the court, Maya.
Oh, that is the court. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Listen, I'm going to give you all hope. I'm the one person who does not read the notes before we get started. I apologize, Mary.
Well, do you want to explain like how we're recognizing and how they get ranked and all of that?
Okay. So like I said, this is a year-long contest. So if you're like, oh my gosh, how in the world, how do I get on there? So when you add a team member and when you and your sales director work with her to help her become Great Start Qualified, like I said, this means that she hits 600 wholesale in her first 4 months of business. So this could be either her first order, her second order, her third order, whenever she hits 600 in the month that she joins or the following 3 months. Well, the ranking actually comes not just from the size of order that she makes, but the commission that you earn on her order. And as a red jacket, you can earn a 4, 6, 8, or 13% commission check. So Susie Q over here may add 20 people, but maybe she didn't make as as much, where Sally over here, she may have added less people, but her commission was higher. Okay. And so it is based on the commission. And so we will actually recognize our top court at seminar next year in Dallas. And so this is very exciting, you guys, and very prestigious. And I'll tell you this too, guys, there is no better time than to have people start a Mary Kay business than right now. You guys, we're going into the best holiday season. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you guys, my favorite thing to say to someone is, have you ever thought about doing something like this? And do you know, most people say, I actually have. And then we have a conversation about it. And can you believe it or not? A lot of people just need to be asked. They just need to be invited to hear some information. So I would encourage you to talk to your sales director about who are 5, 10 women in your life who you believe would love this, a community, a sisterhood, fun, money. It's okay for people to want to make money. There's nothing wrong with needing a little extra money, right? We're all about to shop for Christmas presents. And you know what? Why not invite them to be a part of that? So, okay, guys. So that is how the court of sharing works. Talk to your sales director about this, you guys, because even if you have never recruited anybody before, there is never a perfect day than to just do it today, than to just get started. So that is our court of sharing.
Yes. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Maya.
You're welcome.
All right. We are moving on to our golden rules achievers. And so Heidi, will you help recognize these consultants?
Absolutely. So the golden rules is when you do 600 wholesale for the month, every month we get awarded a prize. And in October, it was this beautiful Mary Kay scarf. So those people that earned the scarf, let's see who it is this past month. Congratulations to Penny Adams, Lisa Clark, Angie Daughtery, Jennifer Draper, Amy England, Kathy Greenhall, Patty Kennedy, Robin Leckenauer, Cherish Miller, Bonnie Mosner. We have Taylor Olson, Lula Parker, Tammy Roby, and Amber Shrill. Yay! And Bobby Joe Smith, Anissa, I'm going to say that wrong. I'm so sorry. Anissa Swillem, Rachel White, and Susie Woods. Congratulations to all of you guys for, being the 600 is a big benchmark, you guys. So stretch for that every month. The consistency of doing that will lead you into the next thing, which is Star Consultant. And so I believe Sherry's doing Star Consultant.
Yes. Yes.
I am. If you don't know the Star Consultant, we have an app for this, you guys. If you have not downloaded it, you need to download it because you can look on there and see what all these things are that you can spend your points on. It's super exciting because every quarter when you are a Star Consultant, you get a designated amount of points for what level you are. And you can choose to spend those points. As Jennifer Huff said a while ago in the chat that she bought a big screen TV for her house with some of her points, or you can save them up for something huge. I looked at the vacations and that's what I am looking at. So you can do whatever you want with your points. So we are going to go over who are on target for the second quarter Star Consultants. We have, and this is $900 or more wholesale so far. Okay. So we have Bonnie Masoner, Angie Daughtery, Lisa Parker, Tammy Roby, Cherish Miller, Robin Lichtenauer, Jennifer Draper, Rachel White, and Bobby Joe Smith. So way to go, ladies, for being on target. Okay. Super exciting because we already have some second quarter stars and we have until December 15th. So if you are not a star, you can still be one. And if you are a star, you can level up. Okay. So in the Sapphire level, we have Kathy Greenhall, Patty Kennedy, and Susie Woods. Congratulations, ladies. Emerald Consultants, we have Amy England. Way to go. All right, ladies. That's awesome. All right. Here it is again, you guys. Help your director. How much do you love us? Help us. You are going to get us invited to a special party at Leadership that we can get VIP early access when we have a total of 15 Star Consultants from last quarter and this quarter. So they get to combine and directors, as long as we have done our job, we get to count as 2 of those stars. Okay. So we get to count as a quarter 2. So we really just need 13 of you to be stars to get us to be able to go to this leadership party. So thanks, you guys.
I love that. How much do you love us? Awesome. All right. Next up is our court of sales. And so Maya, I think you're up for this one again as well.
I do know there's a top 10 on this one. So, woohoo! Okay, well, this is the National Court of Sales, everyone. And there are actually a few courts in this. Okay, so as you can see right here, the Court of Sales is where you can earn a diamond ring or $500 cash. Okay, and so this is also a year-long consistency. And I realized I forgot to tell you when the year is over, because it's not a calendar year, it's a fiscal year. So it's July 1st to next June 30th. And so the first court is 40,000 retail. Okay. This is why last month was such a big deal, because many of you got 3 months worth of work in 1 month. And you guys, here's what I also tell you is we have a few women on this Mary Kay family who did this in 6 months or less. So even if your name is not up there today, guess what? We are going into the best selling season of the year. You all have a beauty boutique. I mean, seriously, wear your product, put your product everywhere you go. Ask everyone if they have done their Christmas shopping or if they would consider buying one gift from you for somebody on their list. So let's recognize our court of sales tonight in our area. All right, number 10 is Robin with 6,928. Number 9 is okay. There's Bonnie with 7,665. Number 8, Susie with 8,134. 7 is Kathy Greenhaw as 8,263. Number 6 is Bobby Joe with 8,450. So let's meet our top 5. Woo! Okay, number 5 is Angela is 8,613. Number 4, Jennifer with 9,047. And if that's you, you better have a big old smile on your face. Number 3 is Cherish with 9,127. Number 2 is Francesca with 12,512. And then number 1, Amy England with 18,073, you guys. So congratulations to our top 10. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting, everyone. And so the Princess Court is 20,000. And then I believe most of our courts is 10, between 8 and 10. So talk to your sales director about what court, but not just a court, guys. What kind of profit are you going to use? What kind of profit, you guys? Y'all realize that the beauty industry is like 22 billion and we're going into the busiest sales season. I don't want to take away from Heidi's training, but I'm just telling you, like, seriously, this is an exciting time to be in Mary Kay. So congrats again to our top 10. Way to go.
Yes. Awesome. Now, I also want to do a little bit of recognition for the sales directors that are on as well. I know we've been recognizing all of our consultants, but we want to make sure that our leaders are also appreciated and loved on as well. And so I do want to give a shout out in regards to unit recruiting. That is one of the big things that the company is focused on as far as growth and developing, especially with the Reds Challenge and the Power Unit Challenge. And so we want to recognize based on unit recruiting. And so, of course, October was an incredible month, right? And so let's give a shout out to the Huff unit for adding 7 new women to their unit last month. And then with 8 new is the whole unit. Congratulations, you guys. And then our top with 10 new is the Ray unit. Oh my gosh, you guys, we are so excited. And we just want to affirm all of our sales directors, but especially with this is leading the way as far as, again, growing their unit, doing what Mary Kay Ash asked us to do as far as passing it on. So let's give another shout out to our sales directors. Awesome. Okay, then we get to move on to our incredible training, you guys. And so tonight, like I said, we have our incredible, beautiful senior sales director, Heidi Rea, that will lead you tonight in training. And she's going to talk about all things holiday and help get you ready for the holidays, get you set for the holidays. So grab out your pens, grab out your paper, and just soak in all of the knowledge from Heidi. So Heidi, go ahead and take it away, girl. Is it working? Okay, hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey guys, it is working. I'm so excited. Okay, everyone smile. Undo your cameras, do a pose, because I'm going to take a picture. This is incredible. Look at all this growth. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Do some holiday cheer. Yay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So in the chat, put your favorite Christmas movie. Mine is Elf, just to get us in the Christmas spirit. And sales directors and DIQ Jennifer, I want you guys to put in the chat things that I may leave out, or, you can expand on, because this is a very short training. It's not going to cover everything in depth, but I do want to hit on things. So there might be things that I don't go into detail that you're passionate about. Chat it in there. Okay. So it's all about learning. And so I'm super excited to talk about the holiday strategy with you guys. And I'm going to talk about it in a way that I promise maybe you've never heard before. Because when I think about preparing myself for the most busiest season of the year, to be on my top game, to be selling in front of people, I'm thinking of the very first thing that I think of is self-care. How am I going to care for myself so I can carry myself over the next 2 months? And what would that look like? And so I want you, if you got your, take a deep breath. Whoo. At least I need to take a deep breath. I want you to create a circle or a donut, if you will. And I'll show you kind of what mine looks like. Can you guys see that? So just make a circle, okay? And inside that circle, make a little donut hole in the circle inside the bigger. So a bigger circle, then a smaller circle. Inside that very small circle, I want you to put you. That's you. You can even put your name if you want, okay? And around the circle, we're going to talk about the 5 areas that I really want you to think about for the holiday strategy as you are taking care of yourself. The first one is going to be physical. So you're going to make this little, like a pie, okay, out of the circle. So make a pie for physical. Another piece of the pie will be nutritional. Another piece of the pie is going to be spiritual. Another piece of your pie will be relational. And then the last one is emotional. Okay, so I know that was a lot. So I've got physical, nutritional, spiritual, relational, and emotional. And you are at the very center, okay? Now, I'm going to go through just explain each one just a little bit and some ideas of how to take care of yourself in these realms. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, so the first one is physical. When you are gearing up for like the biggest selling season, it is. It truly is. I want you to think about physically, how are you taking care of yourself? So for me, some of the things I think of, and directors, you can expand on this, is, am I taking all my medicine? You can tell I'm older. Okay, taking your medicine, because what happens during the holidays, and all those and you guys in healthcare know that people will skip their medicine schedule because they're out of whack, and that can cause a lot of issues, okay? So you can make you just a lot of things. So making sure you're taking your medicine as prescribed. Go to all your doctor appointments. You guys, I have 2 major doctor's appointments right after Christmas, the same week. And I was tempted to not go. It's during my vacation time, but that's not taking good care of me. And you've got to take good care of yourself so that you can be there for your customers and for this Mary Kay empire that you are building that's going to serve you the rest of your living days. Okay. So go to all your doctor's appointments. Exercise. Are you moving? Get up and give yourself some time to move about. Get rest. This one's really overlooked. 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Now this is, I know, the time that you don't sleep as much because it's the holidays and you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. But I really want you to think about how many hours, just being cognizant, how many hours you're sleeping. 7 to 8 is the best time. And then limit your schedule. I say no. This is kind of funny. Yeah, Maya's clapping because it's a busy time. But what can you say no to so that you can be good and say yes to other things? So as women, we take on way too much, things that we don't even need to be taking on. So I want you to really be wise about how you're spending your time during this holiday season, because I want you to enjoy it. I want you to get everything you want out of it. And guys, I want to tell you, last year, we had Sherry in our unit, and she was finishing car during this time. We have a DIQ going in this time. We have other girls going into DIQ and finishing. So you guys, I'm going to tell you, this is how I coached her. These are the things. Okay, so now go up to the physical part and your little pie shape. And I want you to put either a plus or a minus. You're going to grade yourself, okay? So are you really good at the physical? Put a plus beside the physical in that little pie shape. If you feel like, oh gosh, there's a lot of areas I need a lot of help, put a minus, okay? Okay. I hope I don't step on any toes. I might be stepping on some toes. I don't know. Okay, number 2, nutritional. Okay, nutritional. What are we eating? Okay, so just so you guys know, this is not a good thing. I'm pumpkin and spice latte. Tomorrow I'm starting my nutritional. I had a really bad day. I had popcorn when I was talking to Joanna doing her new consultant orientation. I was doing, it's this candy popcorn. So that's not good. So what I need to be eating is better foods that are power enriched foods. Foods that heal you, foods that fuel you, you know, protein, vegetables, fruits. I want you to think about what you're eating this season. Now I know you're going to have Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's okay to have those splurge days. I'm talking about through the long haul of it, okay? The other thing is lessen your sugar intake, less carbs, right? Are you taking your vitamins every day? And can you up your vitamin C? Because this is the season everybody's getting cold. So up your vitamin C. So this is just some nutritional. Some people might have some other ideas they can put in the chat. Okay. The next on your pie shape, I want you to put nutritional. Do you feel like you're doing really good at that, a plus, or are you a minus and you need to kind of work on that? So grade yourself. No one's going to see this but you. Number 3 is spiritual. Okay, so carve out some quality quiet time, you know, whether that's in the morning or evening, or maybe it's just in the car or when you're running errands, just some quiet time. Spend some time just to decompress, to reconnect and recharge. Fill up your cup. Fill up your cup, whatever it is that you can fill up your cup. It might be music, it might be reading the Bible, it could be reading a devotion, it could be a group that you attend, church that you attend, whatever it is spiritually that you need. And sometimes during different seasons, you need more, you know? So just I kind of know, like, oh my gosh, like I'm really down. I really need the word of the Lord in my life right now. I need my girlfriends to pray for me. So think about spiritual. So go to your little spiritual thing on the wheel and put a positive or a negative. Okay, next is relational. You guys are going to be in front of a lot of people this season, okay? Which is going to be great for Mary Kay. But for you personally, I want you to think about the relationships that are going to be happening over the next 2 months. None of it is coincidental. You know, I really believe God puts different people in our path. You're going to be out shopping. You're going to be seeing family that you're around that you may want to see or that maybe you don't really want to see. So when I think about relational, I think, okay, Heidi, you know, I got to really work on being present because I, you know, sometimes get so anxious and so worked up or overwhelmed that I need to be really present with the people that are, you know, in my path and in front of me. So, and even at work, that happens, you guys, you know, so try to stop, slow down, try to be present. Next, limit time with the people that drain you. So, you know, that's a very good advice. Like if you know, like you're in a bad mood every time you talk to your mom or your dad on the phone or somebody, a sister, brother, or a friend, then limit the time that you spend around them. And I've done this intentionally with people, even coworkers, that I've had to do this before. And it's interesting because I know, oh my gosh, you know, I'm really, my energy's sapped when I'm around them. You guys need your energy during this time. So really limit that time with those people and prepare yourself. This is for me to be around more people because, you know, you're going to be around more people. So prepare yourself, give yourself extra quiet time if you are, you know, need that introverted time. So relational, there might be some other areas that people put in the chat. Go ahead and grade yourself. Are you really good, you know, with your relationships, or you really got that balance, or do you need to work on that? Negative. The last one is emotional. Okay, so take time to journal, right? Take time to be quiet, do some introspection or whatever that's called, reflection. Something about this is that, you know, how often are you pouring out? Be cognizant how much you are giving to others. So pouring out. So, and then the third thing I have is, this is my favorite, is like affirmations for emotional. Give yourself some affirmational on emotional health, you know. So it could be scriptures, it could be whatever. So, and the emotional part. And guys, you know, the time just changed. So that's a big old thing right now. I mean, today at work, it was nuts. I can tell the time change. Everyone, you know, I do grief counseling and help, and it's just like everybody needed help today, you know, because the time changed. I swear, it's a grief trigger, okay? It's a depression trigger. So, you know, know this about people. they're in their houses. The nighttime is come, it's more night hours. So that affects the way people are. So just know this, and that way you can work with it and around it and through it. Okay. Now give yourself a positive or a negative on the emotional. Okay, now this is what I would say. I know I've been referring to this as a pie, but really I think about it as a wheel, right? Like a tire. And guess what? When you have one of those negatives, it's kind of like, okay, you got a little, like your tire takes more energy to go around when you got one of those little spokes that are negative. When you got two of them that are negative, it's kind of like a flat tire, like you can't hardly go. And then you got three or more negatives, and man, you got a blowout, like on the interstate, like 100-mile-an-hour blowout. Okay, so I wanted to give you that analogy because you got to take care of you. And you might be, okay, I'm limping along right now. I need to get a little healthier, a little stronger for the season. I need to take good care of myself so I can be the best. Or you might be, a blowout and like, oh my gosh, what's going on with me? It's okay. I want you just to realize it and say, okay, I can do better. And you don't have to pick all the areas, but pick maybe one area that you can do better, okay? And just give yourself massive blowout. Give yourself some grace and love, and know that we believe in you as sales directors, and we're going to be here for you. Okay, so that was the first thing, self-care. I got to quickly read. Okay, number 2 I would have is, so self-care is number 1, guys. Self-care, get it done. Number 2 is plan your work and work your plan. And we're going to just talk about events here in a minute. So that's a Mary Kay is decide on your holiday sales. Okay. So once you get everything figured out, you're going to think, okay, how much do I want for my holiday sales goal? What is exciting for me? If you did 1,000 last year, 1,000 may not be exciting this year. Maybe you need to up it. So get what excites you, because that's what gets you going. Decide on what you want out of the season. Okay. I remember, we want a lot of things out of the season. We want a lot of things personally and out of our Mary Kay business. And so when you're got both of them and you're trying to learn how to work through them both, there is a way to do it. There really is. You don't have to sacrifice every family thing in order to get what you want in Mary Kay. And so it's working smarter, not harder. And so I want to talk to you about that. Be very upfront if you're working with your sales director, if you have a lot of anxiety about working through the season and what that looks like, if you are in a qualification period. I'm so thankful that Sherry had said to me, and I'll go to this later, but she talked to me. She's like, okay, it's December. Sherry, I'm going to share this. Okay. It was before December, and we were finishing her 4th month of car, you guys. I mean, you finish it, okay? You don't get that far and not finish. And great momentum, everything. And she's like, I just, and she was going to first month EIQ. And I remember her saying, I just want to enjoy my Christmas. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want you to enjoy your Christmas. Okay, yeah, we're going to enjoy our Christmas and we're going to have fun. But also I knew she would have a miserable Christmas afterwards if she didn't finish that daggone car. So I was like, okay, so what we learned was like knowing where your fear is and where you're at mentally. And I was able, because if not, she wouldn't have told me. I would just have assumed, oh, she's going to work on it. It's going to be fine. But she had open communication so I could figure out where her heart and her head were. And then we can work on that. And your sales director can coach you through that. And guys, she finished car. And she did it early, before Christmas. And she finished first month EIQ. And so it can happen with peace and ease if you plan your work and work your plan. One of the things we did was we worked by the first of the month, the first 15 days of the month. We worked strong, okay? So do that, and that way you can finish all your qualifications. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so decide on what holiday events you want to do. And I'm going to list a bunch of events. If I miss some, people put them in the chat. You may want to participate in a holiday open house. You can do virtual or in person. Pink Weekend, okay? Kristen Sharp just did a whole training about Pink Weekend, okay? And your sales director has lots of information, but I'm going to go over a few things with you later on that. We have parties and facials. We're continuing to see faces during the holidays because people need their holiday makeover. Guest events, you guys, it's so much fun to go to a guest event and dress up and, do all the things with your guest. Holiday baby basket, taking a holiday basket with you wherever you go, and, showing people your items. Maybe getting a silent hostess. Maybe you want to recruit a few silent hostess so they can get some Christmas gifts for free, right? Or discount. Make sure you're in your Facebook Live groups. That's a way to go with your holiday product, right? Glow and tell for the holidays. Do a glow and tell. I know Maya's doing that for her area on Sunday nights, glow and tell for the holidays, doing a blessing bags. Christian Sharp talks about the blessing bags. Now, you can really make a blessing bag any way you want. So, I mean, really the sky is the limit there. Adopt a grandparent. And then, of course, I saw this in the chat already earlier. Have your family to purchase one gift from you this season, you guys, to support your small business. And so, so those are some events. There might be some others that people have in the chat that they might list. Decide which ones are exciting. Maybe you'll do a lot of them, some of them, but I would encourage you guys, the more that you do, the more that you will capitalize on the season. And it all goes back to what your sales goal is and what you decide you want. So if you have a high sales goal, think about doing a couple of these things, okay? And work it full circle. Like, you know, before your events, you really want to spend the time coaching, pre-coaching, inviting, reconnecting, personalized texting, you know, doing, I do in my VIP group do a blast out there, but that's not all I'm doing. I'm also sending personal texts behind the thing, you know, confirming. People want to hear from you through the season too, because you are a blessing to them, okay? And they like to be around you. Okay, so here are a few tips for the holidays. Okay, here are my tips. So those are the events that you need to decide in your sales goal or your holiday profit goal, whatever you want to do. And then here are a few tips. Plan your family's events out first. So that's what we're doing with our family. Where are we going? Where are we traveling? Plan your events out. If you have school events, all those sorts of things. Then you want to look at your time each week, and you want to take time each week to plan your week, okay? Because I'm telling you, you're going to get overwhelmed if we don't stop to pause, they say, to plan ahead. So plan your week out. What's that going to look like? Y'all, I mean, all of us have full schedules. I have a son born 7 days before Christmas, and he's now 21. So, but I remember having birthday parties at my house, Mary Kay open houses at my house at the same month. I had Christmas. My husband was a pastor. We always had Christmas services that we were in charge of. And, you know, it can get quite hectic during this time. So plan it out and look, you know, plan your time. Use your most 6 important things list. Please do that during this holiday season. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, it's because I didn't do a brain dump or my 6 most important lists. And my 6 most important lists I do almost all the time. So I know when I'm overwhelmed, it's because I haven't used the basics, okay? Oh gosh. Next, what you want to do is, I already told you this one, work strong the first 15 days of the month. It'll carry you through the next 15 days, and you can do follow-up. Take your Mary Kay with you on the go, like your lookbooks and your products. Like Maya said, be wearing your stuff, be spraying on extra perfume, you guys. People smell you. They're going to, you know, they just want to see you glowing and bright and beautiful. You guys, I mean, women, you know, I just think a lot of people just don't do that anymore, you know, and we just need to be the best of the best, represent people. They know when you're Mary Kay and your makeup's done well and you smell good. So, you know, just represent your product. And then this, I don't want to freak anybody else out by this, but you might want to decide to hire some extra help for the holidays. You know, my husband asked me, is Missy going to decorate our Christmas tree this year? Because I one year had her decorate my Christmas tree for my open house because I didn't get it up in time. And I've never done that before, and I felt guilty. But then I was like, you know, that was so easy having someone else decorate your Christmas tree. I really loved it. My kids are older, so it's not like a thing anymore. So anyhow, you may delegate some things out to even family members. So do that. I think my husband's making my soup for my holiday open house that's coming up. He's going to make the soup. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness, you know, so I don't have to cook, and I can do all the things that I need to do, right? If you need someone to help you, you know, enlist your customers, enlist your VIP customers, and give them free holiday product to help you. So whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. You got to find the ways that you can do it where it's going to be a blessing to you. So, you know, get that extra help. And then guess what? I love this one. Book a strategy session with your sales director. Like, let her know what you were really working on, okay? So that way, the McDonald's, I'm sorry, I just got distracted. Oh, Kate. So book a strategy session, figure out what it is that you want, and then ask your sales director to help you with your sales goal and just life things that you've got going on. Okay. The last thing I was going to touch on really quick was, you know, we have a whole training on how to do the open house and Pink Weekend, but I did just want to just touch on Pink Weekend really quick. I know they did this at the holiday hangouts. Ask your sales directors for some of these slides and things like that, and the Google Docs that they can post them. I haven't posted mine yet for my unit, so I got to do that. But November 25th through the 28th is the Peak Weekend, and it starts off with Black Friday, or we like to call it Pink Friday if you're new, and Mary Kay. And what we do is, we go in virtually, we work on our with our websites during that time, but also in our Facebook groups. And I want to encourage you guys that there is going to be things that you can offer a discount, but in our area, we're really known to say, hey, if you purchase $50, you get $10 additional, or things like that, because that's going to cause them to get on more product. And also, you're not discounting your whole entire store, which means it takes away profit for your family. So just be careful about the discounts that you do offer, that you're not giving away everything. Yeah. And then Small Business Saturday this is kind of neat. So on Saturday, you can even post in your regular Facebook about Small Business Saturday and do a blanket, like a generic post and how you love your Mary Kay. And so one year I did, this was 2 years ago during COVID, I did a Small Business Saturday with a bunch of people and I know Maya's done this too, that have small businesses. I think I had a LuLaRoe representative, I had Pampered Chef, I had myself, I think there was 4 or 5. Oh, the nail person, can't think of the name, but the nail thing. And I invited us all in this Pink Saturday group, and we had a schedule, and we all went live for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we all offered our deals. And so, and a big thing was pushing them to our VIP pages. And so we did that one year, and that was kind of fun, to like be representative of all small businesses and networking, and that was a lot of fun. So think about Small Business Saturday. You can also maybe set out a table outside of a local business, it could be a little cold, but depending where you live, but you could do that as well. So you can maximize that. And then we have Cyber Monday, and Cyber Monday, you guys, everybody's going to be shopping, Cyber Monday. So be sure the first thing you need to do is have a website. Make sure that you have if you join in October, you have a free website for a year. So get that up and going. That's the smartest thing you can do. And so here's a couple things that I wanted to share with you about this. When you do Peak Weekend, you get to enjoy your customers' personalized service. They get to save on the long lines, right, and the craziness, and they're supporting a small business. But I wanted to give you stats from, this was in our director's memo, on 2021 Pink Weekend stats. Oh my gosh, you guys, from last year. On our Mary Kay website, this is powerful, okay? On the Friday after, so on Pink Friday last year, there were 8,500 transactions. The average order was 101. Okay. On a typical Friday on our website, there's usually 1,450 transactions. And the average order is $73. So basically, there was a $28 increase on Pink Friday. Okay, and there's also 8 times the transactions, about 8 times the transactions. So even if you're brand new and you don't know what to do, you could just get your website going, get you a VIP group going, or whatever you want to call your group, and just take advantage. Do you guys have any questions, or directors, add some things in there that we need to add? And guys, there's sneak peeks and things like that, things leading up to all these events that you need to be posting. So there's a whole thing. But go ahead, Mary.
Oh no, you're good. I didn't really have anything.
Oh,
sorry.
Questions, guys? Any questions or anything that you want to just share, like that you're excited about?
I'll say, because there are a lot of things in the chat. Like I know Maya had just shared about like posting consistently in your group, like multiple times a day, especially if you are promoting something, like just to make sure that they remember and like see it, because they may not see it all the time. And then I know, like, I also, like, one of the last things I just said on there is for the whole pink weekend, I've done a savings Sunday where I've moved my limited edition products that I've had, or maybe I have something that I have a lot of on hand. I'll do a special promo on that. And so that's my day of like, almost kind of like my big quote unquote, like movie, like sale day, moving sale, is because I will, move some of those products that they don't see in the catalog. It's not on the website anymore, that I'll say I have 3 of these left and share what I'm offering that for. But that helps to move those kind of products as well.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to do that this year.
Because then that just kind of fills that day in between. Because like you said, you've got something for Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Right. It kind of gives you something else in between there.
I love it.
That's brilliant. Well, Heidi, before like anyone else gives a comment, I loved your wheel. I think that's so powerful. And, I think it's so important to like look at all those things. And my first thought is like, oh my goodness, like, where do I start if I'm struggling with somewhere? And I feel like it's important to say, like, it's okay if you focus on one like thing to adapt on, like, if you're creating a new boundary, or if you're adding a new practice, or like in the sense of like maybe going on a walk or something like that. I just think even being aware, right? Even the awareness is so powerful. And that's what you've done for us. And to just, I guess, have fun through it all. Like, so thanks for that wheel. I think that's really, 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 it's just a very good thing to learn. So thank you.
You're welcome. It's a good visualization.
It really is.
Yeah. All the areas of our life right here.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Especially the like wobbly tire, flat tire, blowout.
Yeah.
I know. I've been all 3 before, so
yes.
It's like, okay. And it gives you, grace for yourself too. And you're like, okay, no wonder I'm struggling, or this area is a little unbalanced and I need to strengthen it. It's never all going to be perfect, like mine said, it's take the little things that you can work on to make them better. And so whether it's, whatever it is, pick something. It's just like you said, awareness of where you are and where you need to be.
Right.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I was going to say, would anyone else like to say anything that they learned tonight, or they're encouraged by, or heard a new thought? I think that'd be really cool if anyone wants to like open up a discussion for that as well. Cause, you guys are so brilliant.
I was thinking about how you talked about, you had taught me to communicate in multiple ways. And I feel like that was the reason I had such a successful open house last year, holiday open house, because you taught me that you put it in print, you send it to them so that they have a paper invitation. You put it on your Facebook group multiple times. You send individual messages to your people. And then, then you can have a mass mailing or whatever, where it goes out in email. But if people don't always pay attention to those. They want to know that they are important to you. And when you're taking the time to send them an individual invitation, whether it be through a text or through the mail, that makes a huge impact. I had a really good open house. I was terrified last year. It was my first open house. I had no idea. I was like, I put all this time into it. I made all these things. And I'm like, what if nobody comes? And then it was beautiful. It was amazing, better than I ever expected. But it was because I listened and I did all the steps I was supposed to do. So never underestimate communication. And that's what we need to do every day, but especially when we're having a big event. So
can you share what your sales
want to be a message on Facebook? They don't want to just be a post, because then everybody looks at it and is like, oh, that's not me, but when you send it directly to them, they're like, oh, she thought of me. I'm important enough that she thought of me.
And you did the work. If you guys are going to do all that work, that's why I say, if I'm going to do this work, man, I better make sure I get the people here. So Sherry, could you share like how much your sales were, a ballpark figure last year, first year?
Last year, I know I cleared around $2,000. That was after and it was for the one day. That was for my one day event.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah. After I deducted all my food and all the things, gifts, things.
I want to say too, so after an event or a holiday open house, one of the things that I'm doing is I am taking someone not being able to come and booking them for their own private pink sleigh party. So I had a lot of people who couldn't come to my open house, and I said, oh my word, I'm doing something new this year. I'm offering private pink sleigh parties, and I will bring the sleigh to you. Or if you'd rather book to come, you can, and you can still redeem your whatever promo you're offering, because I would rather them come sometime than not come at all. And then I lost that sale completely. And so what I'm doing, like I said, is I'm booking them and I'm telling them if they bring me one friend, just one person that I have never met before, they can take advantage of all the deals that I offered. Because think about it, if you invite 50 people, okay, and 5 to 10 people come, that's great. But there's another 40 people that you could book between now and Christmas. And as a result, had a facial today. I have 3 by the end of the week. And so instead of being bummed that someone couldn't come, I used it as an opportunity to book them for a future private pink sleigh appointment. So just instead of being upset that someone couldn't come at that exact time, I use that as an opportunity. And I feel like, oh my gosh, I've never done that before. Like I've never thought the thought of anyway. Right. So that's something that I am really excited about, is utilizing that.
Oh yeah. I love that. You have 4 bookings because of that, right?
Right.
4 bookings. I'm glad you mentioned that, because also I've meant to share this as well, is I take my open house after I have the one here, I'll take it to my work. And in the last 2 years, I've set up in our break room. And so now for my work, I usually set it up for a whole week because we have people coming in and out for a whole week. So I set it up at work. So I take it on the go. So if you guys work somewhere or have a an employee room or something that you can set up your little product. I do that every year, and it's been great because the people that can't make it, then I bring it to them. Like Maya said, you kind of just bring the product with you.
Well, and even to use that, I know that Jennifer Huff did this. I don't know, Maya, if you did this, because I know both of your guys' open houses were this last weekend, but that there was a virtual part of it. Mm-hmm. So like Jennifer had 2 days in person, and then on Sunday she did a virtual part of it. And so if you're not, I mean, I know Heidi had mentioned for open houses and things, you can do in person or virtual. Even if you pick like 6 different little gifts that you're like, these are what I want to offer, you can just go live and show those in your customer group. Right. And, be able to do that, or book holiday parties. And that's what you show as like a Facebook party for that hostess, and be able to utilize that holiday sales that way as well.
Yeah. Love it.
I'm trying to get people excited about wanting to come to my open house. Like today, I put a few little sneak peeks of a few things I've made for my open house just to get interest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's on my public page. So that, because I'm not telling them to do anything, I'm just saying it's starting to look like an open house. So that's okay.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'll say too, there's a lot of great information on Pink Weekend. So if any of you like me are graphically design challenged, Mary Kay has made a lot of great graphics for Pink Weekend. And if you decide to do an open house, whether it's in person or virtually, you can go on to InTouch, and it's on one of the main little squares on your InTouch. And guys, I have read everything and watched everything, and what they've created is so good. And you literally can just download it, you can print it, and it makes it so easy and so simple. So for those of you who are like, okay, you guys have really big customer bases, or you've been building your business for a while, I love that they really have made it available to you guys, even as newer consultants, or maybe you've never tried to do some of the things that Heidi is talking about. They have made it work to where you can leave tonight, watch those videos, look at those graphics, look at those images, and in 2 weeks, turn around and do a Pink Weekend, just like Heidi talked about. And a lot of that is going to come from good planning and good communication. And one of the things that I have found is your customers feel safe with you, your friends and family feel safe with you when they have good communication. Part of that good communication is also how to order. You would not believe how many people don't order with you because they don't know how to. They don't know if they should text you. They don't know if they should go on the website with you. They don't know if they should send you a DM. And so make sure in every post that you are doing, you are giving clear instructions. You can make a post, pin a post to the top of your group. So that way, every time a customer sees that, she can see instructions of how to order with you or how to get in contact with you. Because I have come to find now with many ways of communication, someone might have sent me a message, or someone might have ordered on my website, or somebody might have texted me, and somebody might have emailed me, and I might have missed it. So making sure that you are clearly communicating how someone can order with you, how to get in contact with you. And I know that might seem so simple, but how many times have you guys ever gone onto Amazon and you got distracted and didn't place an order you thought you were going to, or, you know, your kids did something and you just forgot to finish it? I believe this is really huge. So make sure that your communication is clear, it's consistent, and it's often. I have come to find that when it comes to a promo, a sale, especially like something like Pink Weekend, guys, we're not the only business that's going to be advertising for Pink Weekend. And so if you want to stand out to your customers, your family, and your friends, you want to do and communicate and be out there just as much. So, and you might hit someone differently that didn't respond earlier. So don't think, oh, I'm not going to try because someone didn't do the previous idea, you know. So anyway, that's just something I think is also really powerful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it.
And that's where I would just, you know, remind everybody too, like what Heidi said, is have a strategy session with your director. Yeah. If you're like, I don't know where to start, there's a lot, you know, I have some ideas. That's what we're able to help with. You know, we've got experience with this that we can help determine, you know, just help you think through all of the process and help you be able to map it out so that it is easy for you to implement. You are, you know, when how you're communicating, when you're communicating, all of those things, we can help you think through all of that to develop the plan that's best for you so that you're able to implement it easy. So don't miss out on, don't think you have to do this by yourself, is take advantage of talking with your director for that.
Right.
So, all right, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much. Let's give it up for Heidi again for our training tonight. Heidi, thank you so much. That was amazing. And I know that people will take so many different things away from that, you know, both with the holidays and just also with the self-care, because I think that was so incredibly smart to do that as well. And so you guys, make sure that you mark your calendar for our next All-In Family Night. This is always the first Monday of the month. So next month we will be together on Monday, December 5th. So we will see you guys then. So have an amazing night, you guys.
Bye, guys.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Bye.